Hi Gemini, welcome to Sophquest. Welcome back. If you are a subscriber, welcome, and if you're new. If you are a Sophquest Synergy subscriber over on the other channel, I hope that you have realized we've moved house. So come on over and subscribe here if you enjoy the content. Okay, today we are going to be using the Winged Enchantment Oracle deck because bird messages, Gemini season, air sign, right, new moon, makes sense to me. Alright, so that is by Leslie Morrison and artwork by Lisa Hunt. Beautiful messages. I love the writing. I'm honoring the writing of the Oracle messages for this Gemini season because it is about spoken and written word. Gemini is very much about learning in that way. And so not only learning from the written word, but learning from imagery, from art, right? From your imagination. So let's pull you a card, Gemini. Happy birthday to those of you who have a birthday this week, and to all Geminis for the season of Gemini. Happy birthday to you. This is for the week of June 7th through the 13th, and this is a big week for you, Gemini. This is your new moon. Now that in itself is major, right? Time for manifestation, time to get something started that you really have been thinking about and constructing in your mind, an innovative idea, right? An inspiration. This new moon, though, this is special. There it is. This is very special right now for you, Gemini, because it's not just your new moon. It is a solar eclipse. And a solar eclipse in your sign with a new moon, especially with all the other planets in Gemini right now, including the North Node in Gemini right now, which is about where you're headed toward the soul path, right? Your dharma, your life purpose. All of that is in Gemini. Mercury, your planet, is in Gemini, in retrograde, slowing down and putting a spotlight on this time right now in your life to help you begin something new that's going to be truly abundant and inspiring to your life, and maybe even to others, because it's such a time of teaching and learning. And I just heard in my head, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So if you're learning right now, wanting to learn from someone, then you will probably find that person. And if you're the one doing any kind of teaching or working as any kind of mentor or any of that, that is a very good thing for you right now, Gemini. All right, so from this deck, the Winged Enchantment, we have for you today the crane for your new moon for this week. The crane. And I'm going to read that to you now. Number 6. All right, let's honor the writing of the oracles, okay? The crane. I am crane, the moment of true awareness. Yeah. Wow. I am lasting peace. I am still water. I am unparalleled focus. I can stand alone longer than anyone, waiting for destiny to unfold at my feet. I never miss a ripple in the water, nor do I dwell on those that have already passed. You must also learn to allow your future to find you in the perfect moment. Oh my gosh. Be at peace now. Be silent. Your mind is too busy, your focus too shifty, your spirit like a restless dream. Neptune. Gather your visions and retreat, giving them time to restore. Mercury retrograde. Allow the chaos around you to be what it needs to be without pulling you into its vortex. I implore you to be still. Find your highest mountain. Climb your tallest plateau. Wait for the ripple to come to you, then make your move. You are active awareness. You are present in the moment. You are mindful. You are crane. Gemini, that just choked me up. I mean, be at peace now. Gather your visions and retreat, giving them time to restore. I mean, You know, Gemini, you are the learner and the teacher dichotomy, right? That is the archetype of Gemini, the twins. So you take in a lot, IQ, EQ, and then you process it, you integrate it, and then you share it with others with your voice. At this time, with all these outer planetary changes, including what Pluto is doing across, first of all, America, because it's a Pluto return, but just the world, changing the old versus the new, you know, ways of going through life. We are changing through this time frame right now, this new aeon, okay? It is. And for you right now, Gemini, it's very, very important that the creations that are coming from deep inside of you, your brainchild, needs time during Mercury retrograde to gestate. Like a pregnant woman, it takes 9 months. So I'm not saying it's going to take 9 months. I don't think so at all. I think that you're going to get through the Mercury retrograde and then go, go, go. That's what I honestly see. But right now, in Mercury retrograde, gathering your resources, going through your feelings, understanding what you need, and in that stillness, like the crane, letting the ripples, the dappled water run across your feet while you listen, while you focus inwardly in your own thinking and what Mercury retrograde is trying to gift you. The gift of the wisdom of this time. Because Gemini, you're not going to have another solar eclipse new moon like this for another like 9 years, right? So don't miss this beautiful moment in time, okay, for you. Now, we're also going to be using today the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Puy-Moon-Law. The book also being co-written by Barbara Moore, one of my favorite writers. And so I'm going to, just the artwork in this deck, to me, is inspiring. I think this is inspiring. Beautiful artwork that I can't stop looking at it. It's so beautiful. All right, Gemini, we're going to get a 9 card spread for you. Okay, we just had 4 flip over. I'm going to take them. And then I'm going to cut the deck. These are all pre-shuffled, of course, before the video is turned on. I shuffle a lot between videos, but I do a few more while I'm on camera. Okay, so you had 4 pop out. Let me just lay the rest. And while I do, if you would please just take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Drop your shoulders. Exhale out through your diaphragm. Take deep breaths, okay? You're going to bring down your cortisol level, bring down your adrenaline, raise up your serotonin and dopamine levels. Clear the mind, relax the body, okay? Wow. Look at you. This is beautiful. Okay, I can see you're exhausted, or have been. That makes sense. You're at your solar return time. We're always really exhausted before our solar return, or, you know, our birthday, right? Okay, so what we have for you right now is a time of incredible growth and change. And not just growth, a time where you are making yourself aware, truly aware, coming into the acceptance and the awareness that you are in a time in your life where there is a huge metamorphosis, a shift happening for you. And with the North Node in Gemini, this is about a time of learning for all of us, but most especially you. So, you know, I'm seeing major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcana. Okay, so talking about what you want to build, what you want to make stable, what you want to grow, and to come to fruition. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Okay. This is about the things that you value, that you hold dear. This is your value system, your belief system, the things that comfort you, that you seek as truth, as knowledge, as wisdom. The Hierophant represents many things, but always it represents what we as a group in society would know to be wisdom and seeking that wisdom. This is you on your self-quest with the Hierophant here. It's also about systems that we, have in our day-to-day life. So on the mundane level, it's about, the companies we work for, the things where we sign contracts, can be marriage for that reason. So these are societal norms, right? The Hierophant. The things that we know we count on. In this deck, it's a very old tree. Very old tree that's been through many, 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 many seasons. And has stood still, and, I'm sorry, I have to lean that up, and stood the test of time. The crane stood the test of time. The things you can count on. You're trying to understand things in a very, very deep way, Gemini. And I think you're willing at this point to learn new things with the Fool underneath the deck. Because I think wherever you've been, whatever you've been doing, you're seeking more. You're being awakened, that's a good thing. You're growing. Okay, so across the top we have the Judgment card, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Two of Pentacles, you're busy and you're weighing things out and trying to understand what you should do next. It's prioritizing, it's being busy, it's having your hands in many things, and can be trying to make a decision sometimes. But for the most part, the Two of Pentacles is really about what we do, and we stay busy doing it. We stay very busy doing it. All right. So with the Judgment card, this is a wake-up call. This is a time for a wake-up call. The Judgment is Gabriel's horn. It says, rise up from the dead, come back to life. You have a new start here, a new chance. That's what this card represents. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're saying, okay, so what should I do? What do I do next? And that can be a Gemini mind, right? Scattered. What do I do next? How do I prioritize? Which do I want more? What I'm thinking in my left brain or what I'm thinking in my right brain, right? On one day I want to read fiction, the next day nonfiction. So it's like, that's the Gemini mind. And I'm seeing you doing this, but you hear the call. And this time of change with the Wheel of Fortune is big for you. You see it. You can see it. You can feel it. You know it. You've felt it coming. And it feels beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune is a fortunate change for you right now. It's a really good thing. Right now, your new moon, it's beautiful. And with the Judgment card, it's also that the karmic wheel has turned to the point where you've cleared out karma, you've learned something. You've learned something about your life. You've learned life lessons, and you're moving yourself forward on your self-quest. That's beautiful. Then we have the Three of Wands, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles. Look at you. This is when we have taken that Ace of Wands, the desire and the enthusiasm. We've established a path with the Two of Wands, and we've started walking down the path. And now with the Three of Wands, we stop to assess and to see what's next coming down the path. So in a way, this is stillness, a bit of waiting, a bit of patience for the result of our work. And we can see that here with the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, that my mind just totally escaped me. Like, what's that word again? Mercury retrograde. Okay. With the Empress, that gestation period, that stillness, well, that's okay. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, right? I mean, there are two ways to go through pregnancy. You can be happy and enjoy it, enjoy the process, each little flutter, right? Nesting, taking your vitamins, taking walks, just imagining what it's going to be like. You're this new life, this new lovely human that you're about to bring into the world, right? Or you could be impatient every day. I'm so uncomfortable. This is hard. I don't want to be pregnant. And of course, we all go through those moments if you've ever had a baby. It's both. There's some of both. Hopefully more of the first, where you're just happy. But yeah, sometimes it's difficult waiting, right? So this is saying enjoy it. Just take your time right now in this gestation period, which I think for you is Mercury retrograde, obviously for you, Gemini. But do the work that you're doing. They get up every day and do what you're doing. 8 of Pentacles. In this deck, it's interesting. In this deck, it's a spider, and the spider, it's Charlotte's Web. It's the spider creating this beautiful web. You know, a spider really does represent creativity. It represents creating something that wasn't there before, making something beautiful, something that has interconnected, woven strings of light. This, to me, is the potentialities in the quantum field. What are you co-creating with the universe right now? I'm sorry, I have to talk physics because I'm a nerd that way. So that's how I see it. But really, it's your IQ and your EQ marrying and making this perfect baby of creation. So what is that for you, Gemini? Right now, what is that for you? What is your brainchild? What is this creation? You may be having a baby. Congratulations if you are. I mean, what a beautiful time to have a baby. Wow. Some of you are definitely having a baby. Others of you are deciding that you want to be a mother. Others of you, this is a creation that just comes from inside. It's a creativity, something that is something you deeply and truly believe in. Something that brings you wisdom and guidance. And I just heard teacher, student again in my head. Okay, so the last line across, 9 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. So Gemini, are you comfortable in your own power? Do you own it? You say, I've got this. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to build. We have the Empress and the Emperor on the table. And when that happens in a spread, I take notice. Because this can very often be a relationship, a power couple. So, you know, with the Hierophant, if this is marriage, then the two of you can do something great together. You know? Alright, so I also see the 9 of Wands that came before that and the Ace of Wands, but it's been difficult. It's been, you know, this is the Wounded Warrior card, the 9 of Wands. So it's been a struggle. For whatever reason, you know, this could just be Saturn in your life, working in your life, where, you know, you had to learn patience and diligence through disappointment and struggle and limitation, right? It teaches you how much you want it, doesn't it? When something happens and gets in your way or interrupts your flow, and then you get like really upset because you've been waylaid or you've been knocked off, you know, a direction you were in, and things go wrong. Don't we often stop and say, no matter what I try to do? And we can really tell ourselves the narrative of being in a victim stance where we put up a wall and we shut down and we don't feel good anymore. We allow our mind to cut off our own nose to spite our face, and we say, I can't take it anymore. And this, at the 9 of Wands, you've been really exhausted trying to do something here, to create something here that matters to you, something you believe in. And it's been very hard. At the 9 of Wands, you're willing to defend it, and you're not going to quit. You're not going to quit. So then you get the Ace of Wands, because this excites you. This new thing, and Ace is always a brand new thing, and Ace of Wands is fire. It's excitement. And it's a brand new thing that's really exciting for you. And I think that you, yeah, I put that backwards. I think that you're learning that, you know, it's not in the destination, it's in the journey, right? It is. So just remember when we were reading the crane, it said something about, you know, the stillness, in the stillness, to just let the ripples wash over you and not let the chaos all around you keep you from your focus. This is about your focus, the Emperor. And this is the chaotic stuff around you, and you're not going to let it in. 9 of Wands. Putting the wands up like a wall and disallowing the chaos or the distraction because you want to do this, okay? This is, the foxes represent, you know, cleverness. This is a brainchild of yours that you are growing. It is transforming you, it's transforming your life, creating something brand new at exactly the right time for you, Gemini. In Gemini season, with your new moon, solar eclipse, it's your time. So don't allow yourself to get all wobbly. Don't wobble right now. Don't wobble right now. Instead, you know, stay sure-footed, right? Look at this another way. You can see it that he's struggling, or you could see it like Karate Kid, the crane. Wax on, wax off. Learning how to be still. Harnessing your power. Harnessing your energy for the creation that you're creating right now. This is gorgeous. And this new thing, it excites you. You believe in it. All right, so the judgment call, this probably just happened to you. You heard that call, that clarion call. It's like, wow. It's coming for me. It's coming in. The work, the fruits of my labor. No matter how hard it's been, I'm not giving up. Because my time is coming. I've worked really hard to create this thing. And with Geminis, it's very much, it's communication, right? You guys, Gemini's communication, learning, media, technology, it could be any of those things. But it's very often, you know, about, it comes from your intellect very often, the work that you do very often. So you've been working really hard to create something, and, you know, you're going to boss it up. You're going to, you know, own it. This is a gorgeous reading. I really hope that you have a very happy birthday. I want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Circled May 10th. Or excuse me, June. I'm still in May. Circle June 10th, because that's the new moon solar eclipse. Write down some things you want to manifest in your, you know, over the next year to your next birthday, and these eclipses are really going to help you put that into form. Be the crane. Be the crane. Thanks, Gemini. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.